If you've got what it takes, prove it.
With the Mountain West app, it's your game, your way. Designed for superfans like you, so that you'll never miss a play. We've got you covered with free access to thousands of Mountain West games, from your phone to the big screen. Stream live games, watch highlights, and unlock exclusive content anytime. Download the app today.
The T-Mobile game summary for the Broncos and Falcons. 300-plus yards of total offense for the visitors, but only a one-score lead here as we get ready for quarter number 3. Jason Knapp, Robert Turbin, back with you here from Colorado Springs. Boise squandering points there with the interception late in the half. Air Force still has an opportunity to be right back in this football game.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic for Boise State. They've got to clean up the penalties here in the second half. And for Air Force, they've got to get stops on defense and finish drives on offense.
How about a little turbo time to break down some of the key scoring plays in the opening half?
How about a little turbo time? Let's start with Boise State and a touchdown to Matt Lauder. All the action going over to the right, and number 33, that's Bueno there playing linebacker. He gets a little distracted by all that action there. Over pursues to that side. Matt Lauder then is going to act like he's blocking. Boom, and he comes across the middle wide open for the score. But how about the touchdown then by Kemper Hodges? They're going to motion. They're going to recognize Boise's in man coverage. Notriani is manned up on the running back right there. And he's naturally just outflanked as he comes across the formation. Air Force has the leverage. That's what opens up the lane right there for Kemper Hodges then to score his only touchdown of the game. First one of the season.
Again, that Wildcat quarterback look. Another wrinkle thrown in by the Falcons. And it's a 7-point difference here with the third quarter about to commence. Colton Boomer laying into it, and another big boot to the back of the end zone. And time for the Falcons to go back on the attack. First downstairs to Brent.
Yeah, Jason, I had a chance to speak to both head coaches going in, but speaking of Danielson, he said, look, we had to get points there, and we did not. The one thing that you guys actually mentioned, those penalties, said we can't continue to beat ourselves up in the second half. On the opposite side, speaking to Calhoun, he said, hey, in the locker room, I told the guys, we get the ball first. We have to punch it in, and then on defense, have to be stout if we want to keep this game close.
We'll see what transpires here in this first possession of the third quarter. Dylan Carson going up the middle, and that has been the favorite spot to run the football thus far for the Falcons.
Yeah, 113 yards, just over 7 yards per attempt in the middle of this Boise State defense. And I think in the second half, you can look for Air Force, because of that success in the middle, to continue to press the edges and try to find some success on the outside as well.
Zark is still in at quarterback. In splitting time with Josh Johnson. Fake the give to Frew. Zarka looking to launch it down the middle. Got a man. Cade Harris trying to break away. One man to beat. Harris speed to the corner. Touchdown Air Force.
Whoa.
Whoa. 75 yards to open the second half.
Talked about it at the start of this game. Where is Cade Harris lined up this time? Hard to identify. He's able to find some space in the middle of that defense. A nice ball by Liam Zarka, accurate. He catches it on the run. And then Cade Harris shows off the speed. Man coverage, Boise State was in right there. Let's see if he got in the end zone. That looked like, to me, that's a touchdown. They're going to take a second look at it. But no better way, that's a touchdown to me, Jay. There's no better way to start the the second half if you're Air Force.
Is his foot out before he hits the pylon? That'll be the question for the review booth.
Well, the ball certainly crosses the plane. There's that foot that you're talking about. Ooh, you might be right there, Jay. And I think he's gonna be just short. That left foot hits White before that ball goes over the goal line.
And credit Jeremiah Irby for not giving up on the play and coming in at the last second to try to knife down that merchant of speed that is Cade Harris.
Review, the runner's left foot was out of bounds prior to crossing the goal line. The ball replaced at the half-yard line. First down.
Well, still, it's a massive play for the Falcons that leave them right on the doorstep. And for Air Force, it had completed one pass in the first half for -3 yards, so 70+ there on that breakout play to Harris. And there you see that left foot clearly out before he hit the pylon.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we started the second half looking at the stat sheet, and Air Force only had 3 yards passing in the first half. A big chunk right there to start this second.
Zarka, longest pass completion of his career.
This is going to Carson here.
Zarka on the keeper. Is the ball out? Or do we have a stop? Scramble in the inside. Saw Boise defenders looking like they had stopped it. It'll be a touchdown. Zarka had it, brought it across the goal line, and Air Force does punch it in.
Line judge looked like he was a little unsure. He hesitated to raise his hands up there for the touchdown. Nonetheless, Air Force gets in for 6, and a field goal ties this game. There he is, the quarterback sneak, the push behind by Dylan Carson. That enabled then Zarka to cross the plane just a tad. And there's the field goal to tie it up.
Medina able to knock the extra point through. 21-21, thanks in part to number 21 of the Falcons. Latching onto this, it's speeding down, knocked out just shy of the goal line. But his running mate, Liam Zarka, takes it in for the tying score.
Okay, goal of this play is to get USAA membership. Why do we love USAA, team?
Because they still call Mom Sergeant.
And they pay Dad's claims super fast after that scary thunder.
And they make it easy for Grandpa to have insurance and banking in one app.
That's right. USAA is so good. Gotta make this play work for me.
USAA membership. Always the smart play. Become a member today.
Wait, how's that going to help us win a football game?
I don't know.
Right here in America, Kubota is turning ingenuity into equipment. It's a lineup built to serve the thousands of communities we're a part of. By turning fields into farms, dirt into subdivisions, land into legacies. In here, we build equipment the right way, so you can build a better life out there.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking about our honeymoon. What about Africa? Safari. Swim with elephants. Hot air balloon. Lions growling in the giraffes that come in through your window. Wait, can we afford a safari?
Great question. Like everything, it takes a little planning.
Or put the money towards a down payment.
With enough room for a baby?
Babies.
Baby.
Let's take a look at those scenarios.
JP Morgan Wealth Management has advisors in Chase branches and tools like Wealth Plan to help keep you on track. When you're planning for it all, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Got the new iPhone 17 Pro and Verizon picked up the tab.
No way.
That's me. Handsome and hilarious. It's a rare combo.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us on the best 5G network.
I mean, where else would I get it, right?
Remember your ABCs. Always be clogging. And the Walmart app has over 500 million items.
Walmart has dancing shoes?
Who knew? Who knew?
The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
A football game at the Air Force Academy is so special due to just, I think, the atmosphere, the flyovers, super cool.
The visibility of our cadets, whether it's a march-on, parachuters, certainly the caliber of football.
Troy Calhoun knows all about it, first as a player, now as a head coach. Nearly 2 decades leading this program. Massive drive for his squad to start quarter number 3. And we're tied up at 21 apiece. Reagan Tubbs with the kick into the end zone, a touchback. And the Broncos will put their mitts on the football for the first time here in quarter number 3 after a trio of excellent drives in the midsection of that first half.
Air Force's defense able to find some success towards the end of that first half, and they're hoping that can translate here to start this second half. But I expect Boise State to get back to the ground game, as they did a nice job winning up front on the runs.
Dylan Riley has 2 of the 3 Boise touchdowns and has the first carry here of this drive, inching forward 4-4 to the 29-yard line. Yeah, we've seen Riley and Sire Gaines, both from California. At one point, they were youth football teammates for a season. Then they played at rival high schools in California, and now part of this multi-pronged rushing attack for Spencer Danielson this season.
Yeah, the Moreno Valley Falcons at 12 years old, they played together, and now teammates here in Boise.
Riley again, and that Falcon front line doing a great job of stacking things up until the secondary and others can get involved. Fletcher has been super active. Corey Johnson in on the stop. Luke Fisher too.
Well, the key difference for Air Force at the end of this first half was on the defensive line, and they were able to be disruptive in the backfield. A couple penalties obviously knocked Boise State back, but they're looking to make a play here on third down.
Credit Aiden Schwartz and Isaac Hubert for standing up their assignments on the offensive line and helping force 3rd and 6. Madsen flushed, fires, complete. Caples latching onto it, finally dragged down at the Air Force 40-yard line, but not before another strong gainer here for the Boise State Broncos in the air.
And if you want to talk about why Maddox Madsen has become the unquestioned leader of this football team, look no further than that execution right there on third down. Not able to find anybody initially, pump fakes, able to buy some time with his legs, and finds an open target for a big-time first down right there. Playmaker.
30 yards to set up shop in Air Force territory. Pitch to Sherrod. Cuts it back.
Left side.
Now that burst to the outside. Sherrod hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Broncos. 40-yard TD scamper for Malik Sherrod, his second of the season.
Tonight, Boise State has had most of their success in the run game, running to the left side behind Cage Casey and left guard Jason Steele, and this time Sherrod takes it all the way to the house for the score.
Nate Potter, the offensive coordinator, again, first year on the job, saw him up there in the box, has to like what he saw. Boomer blast through the extra point. Boise gives up the lead and grabs it right back. Malik Sherrod jetting to the outside to Pater, and the Broncos back on top.
Got the new iPhone 17 Pro, and Verizon picked up the tab.
No way.
That's me. Handsome and hilarious. It's a rare combo.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us on the best 5G network.
I mean, where else would I get it, right?
Hey, my treat today.
I don't think they'll take that here.
Of course they take Discover. You're stuck in the past. Unlike me.
You look rad.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide.
Totally.
What would you pay for an iPad Pro? I only paid $42 on Deal Dash.
DealDash.com. Online auction since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. And this smart charcoal grill sold for $16. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20. Deals like these and many more happen in the thousands of daily auctions on DealDash.com. All auctions start at $0. And remember, everything must go.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56. I got this barbecue smoker for $26.
And you get a 90-day money-back guarantee with your first purchase.
This brand new iPhone sold for less than $42. And this DJI drone sold for less than $21.
And I got it for $16 on Deal Dash.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
Who knows well-prepared workdays take off smoothly and land right on time. That's why he counts on Grainger. With next-day delivery and professional-grade products, Grainger helps ensure he, his crew, and thousands of passengers fly through the day like clockwork. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. By Ram Trucks. Nothing stops Ram. And by Google. No matter what question comes next, just ask Google.
Well, the last meeting for the Broncos and Falcons in Boise, Spencer Danielson's second game as interim coach. It helped them squeak into the Mountain West title game. It got him the job on a full-time basis, which he kept last year. Phenomenal year, 12-2, another Mountain West title, trip to the college football playoff. So Coach Danielson talking about looking back at the tape to get ready for this game, said it was emotional for he and his team, and they have continued the run of dominance in recent years, especially since joining the conference, no matter who's been in charge of the program, winning about 85% of their conference games, been the team with a target on its back every year as the top squad of the preseason poll, and all those championship game wins in the Mountain West. And the preseason pick again, the first team from the conference to make the playoff. But it'll be the last year for the Broncos in the conference. Moving on next year, and potentially the last meeting between these teams in the foreseeable future. To the outside view on the reception for Air Force to start off this drive. Loss of one on the play. Jake Ripp helping out defensively. And Liam Zarka, just like last week at Utah State, seeing a chunk of the time in relief of Josh Johnson at quarterback. Zarka wheels it up the field. Finally brought down by Zion Washington. Close to the line again, going to be spotted just a bit short.
Zarka able to find some space there on the edge, and we talked about that to start the second half. Air Force wanting to attack the outside a little bit more after having a lot of success in the middle of the defense. Expect a dive here on 3rd and 1.
Instead, it'll be quarterback keeper, and Zarka able to fall forward for the first down. And that'll move the chains here, and the Boise defense ready to deal with this triple option again. Armed Forces football is proudly supported by Bud Light. Zarka. Give there for Carson. Tripped up. Another 100-yard gain for Dylan Carson. 6th of his career and a second against the Broncos. That last meeting we showed you back in 2023, Carson ran for 132 yards and a touchdown.
Tripped over his own teammate that time, or else have a few extra yards right there. But Air Force getting back to their style of play, staying in front of the chains, controlling the tempo and the pace of the drive.
Owen Allen in at the super back spot. Zarka to the air, complete. Guess who? Harris in space, and he gets dumped down by Benefield. 13-yard pickup, another Falcon first down.
Benefield, one of the more physical players on the outside defensively for Boise State. I thought that time, Kate, just keep running. Use that stiff arm. He wanted to cut back, couldn't quite get his feet under him. And a nice hit that time by Benefield.
He was trying to make a decision, and then Benefield made it for him. Good open field tackle there for the junior from the state of California. Falcons, though, on the prowl. Allen headed forward. Washington, who had that key tackle on the 4th down stop in the opening half, in there again from his safety spot. Pickup of 3 on 1st down.
And this is an offense that just wants to chip away at this defense throughout 4 quarters of the game. A couple body shots like you're in the ring like a boxer. And then boom, try to hit you with a big play down the field. Zarka doing a nice job right now with the operation of this offense.
Faked a few. Zarka cuts it back. Notriani got a piece. Malota also in on the tackle. Mike Thiessen, the offensive coordinator, in 19th season with Air Force, another alum. All 3, Troy Calhoun, Mike Thiessen, and defensive coordinator Brian Knorr, alums and former quarterbacks here at the academy.
Mike Thiessen was certainly one of the greats here. As Air Force approaches this 3rd and short, this is the area that they want to play their game in. These 3rd and short mediums where they can have a lot of success.
And now flags coming down there around the snap. Boise with an arm pointed in the direction of the Falcons.
False start. Everyone but the center. 5-yard penalty. Makes 3rd down.
Well, after the flurry of flags in the opening half, a little quieter to begin the 3rd quarter for both of these teams.
Yeah, a little miscommunication on the snap count that time between Liam Zarka and Austin Cooley, the starting center there for Air Force. And a little bit more uncomfortable territory, 3rd and 7+ for Air Force. See if Cade Harrison come away with a big play again here.
Zarka running the option. He'll keep it and wheel his way down for 1st down yardage. A confident streak in the sophomore quarterback. 12 yards and a Falcon 1st down.
And this is the guessing game that you play when you have the option. That time, number 43 for Boise State, Jake Ripp. He's in no man's land. Does he take the quarterback or does he take the pitch? Decided to go after the pitch, and then Zarka takes advantage, takes it himself for the 1st down.
Allen along with Few. It'll be Allen this time. Burrowing forward for a couple. Well, you were having a good time at Air Force walkthrough yesterday, talking with Troy Calhoun about your exploits in high school in running the option offense.
Oh, no doubt about it. It's an offense I ran in high school. I mean, we ran the real triple option, wishbone formation, 12-13 option, 10-11 midline, 16-17 veer.
Coach was eating it up, knowing that he was talking to a like mind in the option. Zarka trying to make a play to the outside. Well, trying to flip it out there to Harris.
3rd down.
It was dangerous to being a lateral, but it was ruled a forward pass, so it's an incomplete. That saves the Falcons some yardage.
I thought initially it was a lateral, just a little indecision right there from Liam Zarka. And, man, you got to be careful right there. The last thing you want against Boise State is turnovers. And he dodged a bullet that time.
Marco Notriani had the pressure and drove Zarka back. Quarterback did seem to throw it forward. That pitch on target for a few. And he strides forward through some Bronco would-be tacklers for another Falcon 1st down. Jake Ripp finally bringing him down.
There's the timing right there, and the key piece right here to this run is the yards he gets after the contact. Initially he's hit and he stops short, but he keeps those feet moving. Cade Frew and fights for the extra yardage to get that first down.
To the 25. Epic drive here for the Falcons. 13th play of it right now. And Zarka going to keep it on the ground as he rolled to the outside, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up. Jake Ripp and the linebackers have been active. You talked about Eric Chinander in a Boise defensive coordinator that sometimes would like to be aggressive, but how challenging is it against this triple option attack?
Well, because if you guess wrong by blitzing defenders, big plays can happen against you against this triple option type of offense. So you got to be very selective and careful on when you choose to bring blitz.
Air Force backing out of under center. Zarka from the shotgun and the completion out to Harris. Short gain for the do-everything player for the Falcons. Third down coming up.
Air Force really mixing it up nicely. Fake run there on the edge. Finding different ways to get Cade Harris the football. We've seen it on the toss. We've seen it on the deep pass down the middle. That time coming across the formation into the flat. Big third down here.
Falcons have converted 3 of them on this drive. Up the gut. Lurching forward is Dylan Carson. Going to be spotted short.
This is back to the line of scrimmage for Air Force. They should go for it here on fourth down. I expect them to. I think it's a good decision.
Had made all 6 of their fourth down tries. First 2 games stopped short near midfield by the Bronco D first half.
They've had success with the quarterback sneak. Let's see if they go back to it right here on this fourth down. Trying to draw the defense off sides. Here it is.
It'll be Zarka. Barrels forward with a little help from behind. Not the tush push or the brotherly shove for the Falcons, but they do get a little effort there from the backside to push Zarka forward.
Well, like I mentioned, they've had some success with this quarterback sneak, and Zarka that time, he's just saying, hey, where's the open space? Defensive line crunched down. It's not going to be in the middle. And there's the push by Carson from behind to be able to propel him for the first down.
Give again, or at least Zarka keeping it this time. And again, you talked about rhythm for this offense. Falcons seemingly have had more of it since number 9's taken the control.
He certainly has had the hot hand since coming into the game, and this offense has responded really well. They've been able to move the ball consistently, and another long drive that they're putting together right here. I mean, we're just over 2 minutes in the third quarter. They've kept this ball a long time.
Play 17 of the current effort for the Falcons. Carson trying to slam his way forward close to the 7.
And this is really the formula to beat Boise State. Maddox, Madsen, that offense, they're bored. They're on the sideline right now. They want to get back onto the field. Air Force continuing to move the sticks on this drive. This is exactly how they want to play.
Spencer Danielson trying to fire up his sideline and his defense. Zarka, pitch, Harris, ridden out of bounds. Irby read it, stopped it.
I thought Zarka should have kept it that time. Thought he decided to pitch it a little bit too early. Not close enough for Troy Calhoun to feel comfortable to go for it here on fourth down. So they're going to decide to kick this field goal here to get points. Good decision.
Going to be a 26-yarder for Jacob Medina, 1 of 2 on the year. Made a 31-yarder last week against Utah State. And this one is up as through. Falcons get points, but only 3. Boise still on top.
I'm not really one for the spotlight, but there is some gravy to be had. You know, I always seem to get primo parking. But you don't have to be a VIP to get more than just savings with Geico. Every customer gets tip-top service with 24/7 fast, friendly claim support.
I never do this, but could I get a picture?
Yeah, it's not like you run into animal celebrities every day.
Stop. It's Doug the Pug. Doug.
I stand corrected.
I literally never do this.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Americans, we can do anything we want, except one thing. We just can't stop being American. So get out there, take your swing, rev your engines and let freedom ring, and never, ever, ever stop being American. Nothing stops America, and nothing stops Ram.
During the Ram Drive into Fall event, get 10% below MSRP, plus $2,000 bonus cash on select 2025 Ram 1500 models in dealer inventory, or get 0% financing for 72 months.
Be willing to show up for your veteran, your friend, your loved one. Be willing to trust your gut, follow your heart, take a risk. Be the one willing to ask, to guess wrong, to even offend another, to keep them safe, to remind them that they are valuable. If you know a veteran, be the one to reach out and make them a part of your life.
Got the new iPhone 17 Pro, and Verizon picked up the tab.
No way.
That's me. Handsome and hilarious. It's a rare combo.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us on the best 5G network.
I mean, where else would I get it, right?
Remember your ABCs. Always be cloggy. And the Walmart app has over 500 million items.
Walmart has dancing shoes?
The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
Well, let's take a look at the celebrated history of the Commander-in-Chief's Trophy, brought to you by Bud Light. Let's go back to 2011. Air Force traveled to Annapolis and beat Navy there 35-34 in overtime, and then took care of business at home over Army 24-14 at Falcon Stadium. It's the last time the Falcons clinched the CIC Trophy at home. Again, they have won the CIC Trophy 21 times, more than Army or Navy. Last time back in 2022. And chasing that proud piece of hardware again this year. Talked about the matchups for the Falcons against Navy and Army. One in October, one in November, both of them on CBS. Troy Calhoun talking with his group. And again, we mentioned the inexperience for a lot of his players, both sides of the football, really on defense. And he's talked about coming here to the academy. He said, we train future leaders, don't expect them to be big leaders right away. They're certainly going through some growth right now. How about Boise's running game and what we can see from Malik Sherrod?
Yeah, he's a big play waiting to happen alongside these other running backs, but when he gets the ball, he's a threat to take it to the end zone. You saw it right there, and here it is again tonight on that left side, showing off the speed down the sideline. And very similar to the formula for Air Force, the running game for Boise State, an important piece of their offense as well.
Almost 400 yards of total offense thus far for the Broncos. To the outside, that's Riley in space as a receiver, and see you later, screaming down the sideline. Touchdown Broncos, his third of the night.
And Spencer Danielson, as you can imagine, is excited along with these Boise State fans who are in attendance tonight. I thought maybe right there, a little bit of a block in the back by Chris Marshall on Luke Fisher. I thought that was a missed call by the referees, Jace. Nonetheless, Dylan Riley down the sideline, track speed, he's gone, touchdown.
Extra point is through for Colton Boomer. Maddox Madsen sets up Dylan Riley, who has found the end zone not once, not twice, but a trio of times. This one, the most impressive of all. Spencer Danielson, loving life.
You're so much more than just a landowner. You're a gardener, a groundskeeper, a landscaper. Because you didn't settle for ordinary. Same goes for your equipment. Versatile, powerful, durable Kubota equipment. More goes into it, so you get more out of it.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking about our honeymoon. What about Africa? Safari. Swim with elephants. Hot air balloon. Lions growling in the giraffes that come in through your window.
Wait, can we afford a safari? Great question. Like everything, takes a little planning.
Or put the money towards a down payment.
With enough room for a baby?
Babies.
Baby.
Let's take a look at those scenarios.
JP Morgan Wealth Management has advisors in Chase branches and tools like Wealth Plan to help keep you on track. When you're planning for it all, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management.
This is Rachel. She just started college a week ago, and she's already homesick. Google can't turn Indiana into Arizona, but it can help.
My dorm room is bleak. What are some things I can do to help it feel Southwestern desert, but cute, not cheesy?
Brightening up your room won't fix everything.
Ooh.
But when you need your home away from home to feel just a little more like home, just ask Google.
If the peanut butter in a Reese's could talk to the chocolate, what would it say? You complete me. Should we start a podcast? Who does your ridges?
Girl, you're locked in.
What? No, I'm not. Walmart Plus members get to choose which video streaming service we want.
No, I meant
it's included, so I can watch what I want.
Oh, well, who knew?
Oh my gosh! Become a member who knows better. Walmart Plus.
Boise answering an Air Force field goal with a quick strike touchdown, but one that you think maybe should have been called back.
Yeah, here's Luke Fisher right there. He's going to get blocked in the back right there. Chris Marshall, it's not a lot, Jace, but it's enough to spring Dylan Riley free. And I just thought a missed call that time by the referees. Nonetheless, an 11-point lead now for Boise State.
And the Broncos have been breaking big play after big play. The last three, two of them long touchdowns to help stretch the lead back out. Another touchback. Let's go downstairs to Brandon with more on the Broncos.
Yeah, Jason, I had a chance to stand on the sideline here with Boise, and let's just say the energy is definitely totally different from what we saw earlier. After that touchdown by Riley, they call him Jet for a reason. Everybody running to the opposite field side of the 20 to see him score. So definitely that energy is top tier compared to what we saw early in the second half.
Two on the ground and one via the air, although he did a lot of it with his legs on the receiving end of the toss from Madsen. Carson rolling forward for a short game for the Falcons. How about the reaction from the coaching staff upstairs who called this one? Nate Potter, the old offensive lineman, he's just saying, run, run, run.
I love how they waited till the end to really celebrate, even though he's likely gone once he's down the sideline. Big play for Boise.
Pitch to the outside and a big stick. Benefield lowers the boom on Cade Frew.
Ty Benefield saw this coming. And he just shot his shot. Boom, in the backfield. Big hit. Cade Harris was supposed to be out there blocking. Just couldn't get out there in time.
That is the end of third quarter.
Well, the Broncos ending the third quarter with an exclamation point. Couple of them, the big stick from Benefield, the long touchdown from Riley, and it's the Broncos with the lead headed to the fourth in Colorado.
The international games are back on NFL Network. And here our stars come out in the morning with a return to London and debuts in Dublin, Berlin, and Madrid. It's Sunday Morning Football, the NFL International Game starting September 28th.
All right, team, let's review. USAA membership is open to...
My dad is a veteran who joined, so my mom can join.
That's right, Haley.
Same here, which means I can join too. Which means I joined thanks to my grandpa. He joined and passed membership to my mom, who passed it to me. Are you eligible, Coach Gronk?
It's complicated.
That means no.
USAA. Become a member today.
Got the new iPhone 17 Pro and Verizon picked up the tab.
No way.
It's me. Handsome and hilarious. It's a rare combo.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us on the best 5G network.
I mean, where else would I get it, right?
If you're making a to-do list today, make it easy on yourself. Just write down Reese's, then write down eat them. And then you're kind of done for the day.
For over 150 years, American Standard has been the trusted name in bathroom products, and now they're making it easier than ever to upgrade yours. American Standard offers full shower remodels, beautifully customized and installed in as little as 2 days.
Wow, gotta love that.
A fast install's a big plus.
Guided by a personal and-home design consultation, choose from 24 shower wall options. Stylish, grout-free, easy to clean.
No more grout to scrub.
Every shower is installed by factory-certified technicians, backed by a limited lifetime warranty, including installation. And right now, save $1,500 on your bathroom remodel with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Call or scan now. 1-800-983-1035.
What does he have coming alive?
All set.
Wow, that was fast.
Even better than on TV.
Call American Standard today to start your shower remodel with $1,500 in savings, plus no interest and no payments for 12 months. 1-800-983-1035.
Oh my God, I won. Guys, I just saw someone win an iPad for under $10.
I got this amazing Japanese knife set for just 75 cents.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
There's millions of fast auctions and always something to win on DealDash.com. And today, new users get a $50 bonus credit. Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you'll save.
And shipping is always free.
Broncos up by 7 at halftime, by 11 as we head to the fourth. Will we see some fireworks in this final quarter? We'll find out. Brandon downstairs moments ago with Spencer Danielson.
Coach, 2 touchdowns here to start this second half. I can see the energy in your face. What's been going on so far?
Man, first off, always thank you, Jesus, for an opportunity to make an impact and coach this team, man. This is a great football team we're playing. It's back and forth. It's going to come down to the fourth quarter as always, man. We got to make our plays. We got to be smart, got to be disciplined, and finish.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
And they have finished in his tenure in conference play every time. Complete there to Quinn Smith. Nice reception for the senior from Adairsville, Georgia.
They had a big-time touchdown in week 1 against Bucknell, 40-yarder. He's one of their perimeter vertical threats there. That time taking advantage of the middle of the defense. Good concentration and toughness by Quinn Smith to hang on to that football after a big hit.
Yeah, Benefield bringing it again. Enough for the first down to the 42. Zarka pitches to the outside through. Wrestled down. Guess who? Benefield in the open field slips through and makes the stop for a guy with a great pedigree. Dad Dave, a longtime performer in the CFL, won a Grey Cup as well.
Yeah, and one of the things Eric Shenander, defensive coordinator for Boise State, really harped on this week for his defense is being able to tackle one-on-one on the edge. And Air Force typically able to take advantage of those one-on-one situations, but not tonight against Ty Benefield. He's been all over the place.
Zarka keeps it this time, cuts it back, and runs in to some resistance near midfield in the form of Zion Washington. Third down coming up, and an injured player getting attention on the field is Braxton Feely. Second team all-conference performer last year. So a little work being done to his right shoulder for a moment. And now he'll be able to walk off on his own.
We talked about how big of an influence he is on this defense, Chase.
Well, we'll step aside here for a quick break. Back to Colorado Springs in a moment.
compliments of the chef.
Oh?
He was so glad that he had emergency roadside service with Geico. And since they saved his bacon, he presents to you a bacon tart flambe. With Vic.
Mate, look, I don't need special treatment. I'm just happy that he's happy.
You're too humble, Mr. Gecko, which is why we also present to you, and I don't need special treatment, run-of-the-mill grilled cheese.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Get more savings in service. Get more with Geico.
Americans, we can do anything we want, except one thing. We just can't stop being American. So get out there, take your swing, rev your engines and let freedom ring, and never, ever, ever stop being American. Nothing stops America, and nothing stops Ram.
During the Ram Drive into Fall event, get 10% below MSRP, plus $2,000 bonus cash on select 2025 Ram 1500 models in dealer inventory, or get 0% financing for 72 months.
So our wedding's in a couple of weeks. I've been thinking things over. I just needed to tell you this face to face.
Oh, don't say it.
You're gonna be eligible to become a member of Navy Federal Credit Union because I'm an Air Force veteran. My whole family can join, and you could get unlimited 2% cash back with the Cash Rewards Plus card. I know this is a lot.
Wow. All veterans and their families can join. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
The fact that this Reese's ad showed up at this exact moment proves that your devices are listening to your stomach.
Got the new iPhone 17 Pro, and Verizon picked up the tab.
No way.
That's me. Handsome and hilarious. It's a rare combo.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us on the best 5G network.
I mean, where else would I get it, right?
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Principal. Let's build a retirement and benefits plan that works for your team. By Acura. Precision crafted performance. And by T-Mobile. Now the best network in America.
The Bluebeard in the stands here, rooting on the Broncos. Got to be happy the disposition isn't blue because the road team is in front here, looking to beat Air Force for the 7th time in the last 8 tries in the series. Zarka out of the timeout for the injury, able to rumble forward on 3rd and short and move the chains.
First down. Key for Air Force on this drive. Obviously, it's critical for them to find a way to get into the end zone and get 6. I like the approach, right? No panic. They're not trying to get all 11 points back in one play because they can't. They're going about their offense the same way they started, and that's big for him here on this drive.
Motion there from Fruit. Zarka. Freeze option goes down the middle. Finding Cade Harris free in the secondary. First down, Falcons. Benefield on the stop. Puts them just outside the red zone.
And these are all the intricacies that you can mix into your offense when you run the triple option. And it looks like they're going to go with the pitch relationship to the left. Cade Harris leaks into the middle of the field. Zarka then pulls up to throw the football and finds an open target in Harris for a big first down.
Over 100 yards receiving now for Cade Harris, 23 on that last reception. Carson, after that 64-yard scamper early in the game, a lot of his yards, Robert, have been tough to come by.
No doubt about it, and that's really sort of the staple of what this offense is all about. They want to get the tough yardages in this offense, but if they can get your secondary to just play towards down the line of scrimmage, that's when they try to pull up and hit you for the big gains down the field, the big throws.
Saw Harris right now on the bench. Matt Long in there at one of those wing spots. Conti in motion. Little eye candy there as Zarka has the keeper. Brought down by Malachi Williams, redshirt senior from Chandler, Arizona. Started his career at Idaho. Solid gain there to make it 3rd and short for the Falcons.
And when Air Force is playing in 3rd and short, that means they're having success with their offense. They're doing exactly what they want to do in terms of marching down the field Another successful drive right now. Last time they had to settle for 3. They can't do that on this drive. This is four down territory for Air Force.
10th play of this effort. Zarka lumbering forward close to the line of game. We'll see about the spot. Looks like it might be a touch short. As he got stacked up, Irby came to the inside to assist.
Yeah, this is a no question go for it right there. Zarka, I think, got a little up high that time. Couldn't get his shoulder pads low enough to the ground and not able to get enough push there, but I expect him to go right back to the quarterback sneak. It's been working for him all night.
4th and short. Zarka, why not? Scurries forward through the pile for another first down.
Plenty of time in this game for Air Force for 10 minutes, marching their way down the field. Don't need to be in a hurry by any stretch right now for Air Force. Just run the offense. They're doing a good job so far on this drive.
William Zarka making a case to maybe be the full-time guy here for the Falcons with the way he's moved the football. Towards the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Quinn Smith lurking deep in the end zone to bring it in.
Well, Ty Benefield, number 0 for Boise State. He's in pretty good coverage, Jace. And as Quinn Smith breaks to the outside, he gets his feet tangled up and falls to the ground. Nice patience by Zarka, but once Ty Benefield fell to the ground, that left Quinn Smith open in the back of the end zone. And I expect Air Force here to go for 2 here to try to get this game in within the 3 points.
Second touchdown grab of the season for Quinn Smith. And the Falcons do prepare for a 2-point trot. When Fleischman comes in motion, they'll run to the right side. Conti cuts it back, breaks the plane. Let's see. He's ruled short.
Time out on the field.
Yeah, the ball went across, but was he down ahead of time? Ruled no good on the 2-point trot.
He's on the spin and down right there.
Yep.
It's a good job by the referees to be able to see that. It's a good run by Conti. Just nice tackle there by the defense.
His backside hit the deck before the ball broke the plane. Still at 6 on the board. Zarka to Smith. And a tight game, 4th quarter.
This is a payday bar. It's got tons of peanuts and a caramel core that get the job done. So you can think of it as a tool to be kept here, or even here. But definitely not here. It's not a pencil, people. Payday. Get to it.
Got the new iPhone 17 Pro and Verizon picked up the tab.
No way.
That's me. Handsome and hilarious. It's a rare combo.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us on the best 5G network.
I mean, where else would I get it, right?
Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Introducing Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact.
It is so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Strengthen and tone your legs, increase your mobility, flexibility, and balance. Plus, stimulate healthy circulation.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better. It makes me feel stronger too.
Perfect for home therapy. Whisper quiet to use while you work.
My circulation is moving, I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. Call and get upgraded to the Deluxe Bundle. Get the faster motor for 5 miles of steps per hour, the step counter, the sport mat, and wireless remote. Call now.
Oh my God, I won. Guys, I just saw someone win an iPad for under $10.
I got this amazing Japanese knife set for just 75 cents.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
There's millions of fast auctions and always something to win on DealDash.com. And today, new users get a $50 bonus credit. Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you'll save.
And shipping is always free.
Strike up the band. Falcons getting a little closer with 6 on the board. And it's an absolutely gorgeous throw here from Liam Zarkin.
Buying some extra time to the outside. Really good catch, able to get a foot down and make this a one-possession game.
Got both feet in. Quinn Smith.
NFL style.
And great position. Able to latch on, but the 2-point try is failed. So it's a 5-point deficit for the Falcons as Boise gets the football back. Time now for Experts at Work, brought to you by Principal. Man, Dylan Riley's been doing some serious work.
Both on the ground and in the air. We've talked about his special talents and the things that he brings to this offense. Well, his speed is at the top of that list, and able to take that one down the sideline. Play of the game.
79 yards rushing and 2 scores, 84 on the receiving end, and that touchdown. And here's Riley again, lurching forward. Corey Johnson helping lead the charge defensively, 3-yard pickup. But we've seen Dylan Riley get the bulk of the load. We've seen Malik Sherrod. We saw Sire Gaines early. Again, 3 running backs different than seeing Ashton Genty time and time again with all of his accolades and achievements last year. Broncos have talked about that the running back room got maybe a little bit different mentality with all 3 knowing that there are carries up for grabs. On the ground this time, Riley again, deep into the secondary, finally dragged down by the Falcons, but not before getting across midfield.
And what it's done for this Boise State offense, particularly in the running back room, is create a lot of competition. And right now, Dylan Riley, he's dealing right now in the backfield. Seems like every time he gets the ball, it's a big game, and this defense is going to have to find a way to bow up and get a stop in these critical minutes of the fourth quarter.
Sherrod comes in. You saw Riley getting some attention on the training staff, maybe roughed up in that tackle on the leg. Sherrod screams his way inside the 35. Max Mustel on the stop, but there is a flag down.
Holding. Offense, number 63. 10-yard penalty. They remain first down.
So that'll cost the Broncos yardage. Again, 11 penalties, almost 100 yards in the opening half for Boise. But they've been able to limit penalties because of the big play strikes here the second half, Robert.
Yeah, and the Boise State mascot, the Bronco there, he's unhappy about that call.
Sherrod, cut back. What a juke to get in and near the first down.
This defensive line unable to get off blocks, especially here in the second half. And Boise State really starting to impose their will at the line of scrimmage with this offensive line. And you think about this offensive line, a lot of continuity with these guys. They had a lot of time together. They're a veteran group, and they're playing like it tonight.
Approaching 500 yards of total offense in this game for the Broncos. Give this time to Sire Gaines, who checks in, and he barrels forward for another Boise first down. 14 yards on that pickup. Roger Jones Jr. with the tackle.
Let's take a listen to this hit right here. Boom. You hear that one up here in the booth, and we talked about the physicality of Sire Gaines, and he's certainly the guy that brings those body shots. Be on the lookout for Boise State on the play-action shot at some point in this drive, as they're having a lot of success here on the ground.
Inside 7 minutes left to go. Gaines gets the call again. Delivers again. Continuing to churn forward. Mustell, who got run over on the last play, diving in there again on the tackle, but it's an 11-yard pickup and another Bronco first down.
And what you love to see is the efforts by the wide receivers in the run game. Latrell Caples that time down there blocking down the field, trying to spring some extra yardage for his back.
And Riley's done the most damage, but Sherrod in there with a touchdown. Gaines being impactful on this drive. Broncos trying to make it a 2-score affair. Riley again. Thumped down by Fletcher. Gain of 6.
This is really reminiscent, this defense for Air Force, to their game last week against Utah State. Utah State 469 yards total gain in that game. The defense for Air Force allowed 4 plays of 30-plus yards. We've seen explosive plays from Boise State tonight. The offense able to, keep them in the game, but this defense has to find a way to get stops.
Riley, cutback, touchdown number 4 of the night for Dylan Riley. 8 yards on that surge to the end zone.
Dylan Riley, a tough player to tackle in one-on-one. Mikael Sykin, it's the missed tackle out there on the edge. Dylan Riley is having the best game of his career.
Without a doubt. Boomer on for the extra point. Smacks another one between the sticks. And the Falcons up a dozen here. Less than 5 to play. Looking to win another conference opener.
Amanda, I love you, but I haven't been completely authentic. I'm not 35. I'm 60.
Age is just a number.
There's more. This is not my real hair.
I knew that.
Well, I'm not actually an astronaut. These potatoes aren't really from Idaho, and my name's not Doug. It's Chad.
Where are the potatoes from?
I don't know.
Goodbye, Doug.
It's Chad, actually.
Always look for the grown in Idaho seal.
Old Trapper Beefs. Energy emergency. Old Trapper. What's your beef?
Hey, be willing to show up for a veteran. Be willing to trust your gut, follow your heart, and take a risk. Be willing to sit without saying a word, without checking the time. Be the one who's willing to ask, to guess wrong, to even offend another, to keep them safe, to remind them that they are valuable. If you know a veteran, be the one to reach out and make them a part of your life.
Where's the beer guy?
Bud Light here?
Bud Light here!
Bud Light here?
Bud Light where?
Bud Light here?
I missed that because of you.
Hey, got your Bud Light.
Oh, nice.
Never mind.
Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
Reese's.
They'll get you.
They will get you good.
42-30 lead for Boise State. 5 and change left to go here from Colorado Springs. CBS Sports Network's coverage of college football continues next with a California clash. San Diego State hosting Cal. Catch all the action right here after we're through. How about an eye on the Mountain West with the quality wins authored by Hawaii, UNLV, and New Mexico so far. UNLV But Dan Mullen now 4-0. They rallied big time in Oxford.
Yeah, big time finish in their ball game today.
And the Aztecs looking for a signature win tonight against a Cal Golden Bear team that's trying for its first 4-0 start since 2019. It's coming up next here on CBS Sports Network. Colton Boomer crushing another one through the end zone. Falcons will have it back, and as they try to come back, you would expect Cade Harris to get some touches on this drive.
Well, offense hasn't been an issue for Air Force tonight. They've been able to move the football, and as we expected, number 21, Cade Harris, has been a big reason for that, both in the air and on the ground, being able to make plays to the big hit that time right there. He shook that one off, and it's still been a critical piece for them tonight.
5 receptions, 119 in the air, and that long gainer ruled out just before he hit the pylon, negating a touchdown for himself. Falcons eventually getting one, and now it's Harris on the pitch to the outside for 6 on first down.
Well, not the typical pace that Air Force wants to operate their offense in, but if I'm them right now, if I'm Troy Calhoun, I'd want to play with a little bit of tempo here, as time is of the essence here as we get to the bottom half of this fourth quarter.
Still Zarka in at quarterback. Harris in motion on the drop back, looking to launch long, and it's Harris. Shakes free of the defense, caught it. They get him into another spot to do damage, and the Falcons trying to get to the end zone.
Oh, you'd like Zarka to put a little bit more on that, and for Cade Harris to be able to keep his feet, because, man, if he's able to catch that on the run, he might be sitting in the end zone right now. Nonetheless, a big-time play for Air Force.
29 yards on the pickup to the 40-yard line of the Bronco. They fake the dive. Zarka thought about the pitch. Instead keeps it for the short gain. Zarka now over 100 yards on the ground himself.
It's a good decision by Zarka. You know, we've talked about this triple option, and it's a 3-option play. You know, you typically give it to the dive, the fullback, you keep it as a quarterback, or you pitch it to the outside to your running back. That's why it's called the triple. And he kept it himself that time. A good decision.
Fake the give. Zarka stepping up in the pocket. Man downfield. Caught inside the 5. First and goal. It's Quinn Smith. Again. Had the touchdown earlier, and now one to set up the Falcons close to the end zone.
And another tough catch by Quinn Smith. Good job by Zarka making a play. He catches this football, takes a big hit, able to hold on to it. And here they are inside the 5-yard line, looking to pay dirt.
Clock moving, about 3 minutes to go. On the ground, Zarka dragged down Amarion McCoy. Again, it's got to please Eric Chenander and the defensive coaches for the Broncos. They talked about McCoy being a great cover guy, said his tackling skills going to be challenged, delivered right there.
I thought Zarka should have kept it inside that time. He decided to bounce it to the outside, and a good job by McCoy keeping leverage and making the tackle.
Zarka takes the give to Owen Allen. Looking for the end zone. Flush to the side. Now fires back. Complete and a touchdown. Ruin Fleischman gets the TD.
Liam Zarka, I don't know if Troy Calhoun is going to officially label him the starter moving forward, but I tell you what, ever since he's gotten the game tonight, he's been on fire and made a lot of plays for this offense. Throwing another touchdown, extending the play. Nice job there by Zarka.
Medina with the extra point. Jaden Virgin Morgan was coming strong, rushing there for Boise, but Zarka able to elude him and find his man. Now the pass game turned up for the Falcons in this must-need score drive. One to Harris, one to Smith, and another here to Fleischman.
Behind every DIY
is more help than you think.
Try this for a clean line.
Nice.
Sometimes help
is delivered. And some things have just got to go.
Don't worry, these will go quick.
I wonder if I can link two ropes together.
Perfect. Because do it yourself
doesn't have to mean
all by yourself.
What are you working on?
Bruin Fleischman, Idaho native. Both of his parents went to Idaho State. Said he's got closer ties to that school, but everybody in the state of Idaho knows about the Boise Broncos, so that's got to be big for him to score against them and tighten this gap up a little bit.
Well, I think it's onside kick time for Air Force. Their defense hasn't been able to get stops. Let's see if they can steal a possession here.
Set up for it, coming to the side, and it goes out of bounds. Flag coming up. Not sure if it went 10 yards or not.
There is no foul. So free kick out of bounds. The ball was touched by Boise. First down.
Missed opportunity there by Air Force. Had a couple hands on it to be able to recover it, and just unable to do so. And so for Boise State, look, you've dominated the line of scrimmage pretty much the entirety of this game. The only time the defense for Air Force has been able to have success is when you've beaten yourself with holding penalties and things of that nature. I expect them to keep this on the ground and try to run out the clock.
Give up the middle to the man of the night. And Riley, 5 there on first down. And Air Force will spend a timeout. We'll take one as well. Back in 30 seconds here to Colorado Springs.
Did you know Geico has a 97% customer satisfaction rating?
Is it weird seeing yourself on TV?
It's my job, isn't it? To let people know that Geico's more than just savings.
Certainly have our cat's attention. Whoa.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, it appears so.
Well, they just love great customer service.
Customer service, right.
They only get this excited for wet food. You know?
No.
Guys, he's right here.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Spencer Danielson trying to keep his unbeaten string against Mountain West foes going. 9-0 in the regular season. Last 2 Mountain West title games. Trying to close the deal on a road victory here at Air Force. It's Riley rushing forward for a couple. And the Falcons going to spend another timeout.
So I expect Troy Calhoun here with 1 timeout left. If they can get a stop here on 3rd down, I expect him to allow the clock to get down to the 2-minute timeout, try to preserve that 1 timeout for his offense, assuming Boise State will punt the football away. But I think if Boise State can get close enough here, like if they're stopped short, I expect them to try to go for it if they're in a 4th and short situation. So a big chess match going on right now between Troy Calhoun and Spencer Danielson, both head coaches.
Riley is the running back behind Maddox Madsen.
Biggest play of the game for this Air Force defense.
Right up the middle. Riley breaks 3. He'll go again. Touchdown number 5 on the night, and that could seal it. Yeah, he's got his hand up. That's right. Dylan Riley, the drive for 5.
Do they do fantasy in college? Dylan Riley, the vision, the speed, the acceleration, the offensive line, creating the space. Boy, they've dominated tonight.
Again, had some procedure penalties first half that slowed up some drives. They've cleaned things up and cleared paths for all the running backs, including Dylan Riley with a career night.
As an official sponsor of the NFL, Jersey Mike's wants you, Eli Manning, to be our new spokesperson.
I'm in. I love Jersey Mike's.
Hold on. Jersey Mike's new spokesperson? You're stealing my job.
I don't want to steal anything.
Lies. Eli's.
I just love these subs.
You'll be hearing from my lawyer. He's very prompt.
Jersey Mike's, a sub.
Hey, that's my line. A sub above.
Dylan Riley having some fun with Malik Sherrod. He was counting them up on his fingers there. He's got one for every spot on a hand. How about that night? Rushing and receiving and finding Pater.
Only a sophomore. We're talking about him having a career day. All of these career rushing yards, reception yards, all-purpose yards, the total yards right there, and touchdowns. All career highs for Dylan Riley. A memorable night for him in his college career.
Almost 600 yards of total offense for the Broncos. Last week, Air Force gave up 473 to Utah State on the road, the most allowed by the Falcons in a Mountain West game in 4 years. And now they've given up over 100 more to the Broncos here tonight.
A lot to clean up there for Troy Calhoun in this defense. We're going to be looking to get a lot better. They're young on that side of the football, but they're certainly disappointed about that kind of performance.
To the outside, Zarka complete to Harris again. He is in space. You hold your breath. 20 yards for number 21 that time.
Well, the one thing Air Force is not going to do is give up at any point in time of a game. And here we are at the 2-minute timeout.
Break time for us. Troy Calhoun still pushing the positives late.
If your grandpa wears one of these, if your husband wears these on the weekend, if your mom wore this, or if your wife wears this, you can count on USAA membership for the spouses, kids, and then grandkids of those who served. Count on us. Count on USAA. See if you can join USAA today.
Castings. For simple shapes, a complete solid pattern may be used. A mold box is filled with special molding sand that is rammed home around the pattern. The molten metal, at precisely the right temperature, is poured into the mold. The assemblies are tumbled. Shaping is done with the aid of machinery, and the fine finish is evidence of the craftsmanship that has gone to their design and construction.
The Military Star Card is the one card for your military lifestyle, serving active duty, veterans, and DoD civilians. Use the Military Star Card to access your exchange shopping benefit throughout your installation. With a low APR, you save with exclusive discounts, offers, and rewards. Plus, 100% of exchange earnings support the military community. The Military Star Card. Add it to your mobile wallet today. Visit myecp.com to learn more.
We are trying really hard to get you Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, but there is only so much we can do here. You're gonna have to meet us halfway. Well, the whole way, actually.
Where's the beer guy? Bud Light here? Bud Light here? Bud Light here? Bud Light where? Bud Light here! I missed that because of you.
Got your Bud Light.
Oh, nice. Never mind. Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
Well, the night's player of the game brought to you by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. You're not even going to get any guesses. You better be right on this one.
5 touchdowns in the game. The only time I ever scored 5 touchdowns in the game, I was playing Pop Warner football. This has been impressive tonight by Dylan Riley, doing everything for this offense tonight. And what a breakout game for him in his career. You know, we talked about who could step up and be sort of that bell cow running back for Boise State. I think Dylan Riley, he's got a case tonight.
And Nate Potter, first-year offensive coordinator, and this offense humming tonight. Zarka to the outside. Overshoots his target on the outside, Quinn Smith. And you look at Dylan Riley, 255 in all in the 5 scores.
Big play after big play. Seems like every time he's gotten the ball, he's going for a lot of yards.
We mentioned we've seen Riley and Gaines and Sherrod. Jambres Dubar, who was expected to be a key factor, has been out hurt majority of this season. Still not back yet. He'd be another option potentially. You see Zarka got drilled in the backfield, releasing that ball down the sideline.
Still a really good throw. Trey Roberson had a chance to catch that football. There's Jaden Virgin Morgan on the pressure alongside Malachi Williams, and just outside of the stretched arms there of Trey Roberson.
And Zarka, first Air Force quarterback in 3 years to have 100 yards rushing, 100 yards passing in the same game. Takes another shot down the field. And Harris hauling that one in. First down, Falcons.
Yeah. How reliable is Cade Harris? It seems like every time the ball goes his way, it's a short-handed catch. It's a positive play. And that time, a big-time first down there.
In the Bronco territory, Zarka standing tall again. And finally dragged down Williams and Washington there. And that'll force the Falcons to take their last time out. He had time for a while.
Good coverage down the field. And then the protection finally breaks down on him.
Spencer Danielson and company looking to try and keep things rolling in conference. Again, they've got Appalachian State at home with the Blue Turf next week. And then a little trip to South Bend. Notre Dame finally getting off the deck after those difficult losses first couple of weeks. Able to break through against Purdue at home today in South Bend. And then into the heart of Mountain West play for the final time as a league member. And 133 away is Boise, Robert, from a remarkable streak. They're on the verge of their 26th straight conference opening win. Zarka keeps it himself, dives forward for another chain-moving run, 11 yards of the first. The last loss, sorry, Robert, for Boise State in a conference opener, 1999 against North Texas when they were a member of the Big West Conference.
Wow.
Hasn't happened this century.
That's really impressive by Boise State, and that's why they're one of the best programs in the country. Have been for a long time.
And Spencer Danielson, prideful in that. Again, assistant for 7 years before. And making sure they have the clock right. Play clock, game clock. Spencer Danielson talking about those that have come before in the Bronco hierarchy. Down the field again for Zarka and overshoots Harris. Danielson talks about standing on the shoulders of those that have come before us in building the Bronco program into what it's been. And he was able to take it to new heights with that trek to the conference football playoff last year. Pretty remarkable stuff. And that bye week early in the year again. It was week 3 last year for Boise, week 3 this year, and a little extra time getting ready for that triple option. Interception. Zarka picked off. Benefield, who's had a big night, able to bring that back out near the 40-yard line, and that will seal it.
Really the first bad decision, I thought, tonight from Liam Zarka. Hadn't really forced many down the field. I thought he felt a little bit rushed on that particular attempt. And guy that we've been talking about quite a bit tonight, Ty Benefield, with the exclamation point on his night. We've talked about Dylan Riley on the offensive side of the football having a big night. How about Ty Benefield tonight, sealing it with an interception?
Led the team in tackles and interceptions last year. It's his first pick of this year. Kneel down time for Maddox Madsen. What a tenuous set of moments at the start of this game. Second play, Maddox Madsen gets drilled on a low tackle, goes out, goes to the locker room. Boise fans wondering what might happen on the road without him, but he's able to come back, help guide the way. The running attack, the offensive line became tone setters, especially in the second half. And Spencer Danielson stays perfect against Mountain West foes. 12 meetings against teams in the conference and 12 wins, including another impressive road victory, this one at Air Force.
Well, I tell you what, Boise State's been special. Spencer Danielson has been special ever since taking over as the head coach for this football team. And, you know, I've got some, I guess, not so fond memories of playing against Boise back when we were both in the WAC conference. And they even dominated during those days as well. And anytime you have a program that can have this sort of longevity of success, that just says a lot about the folks who have built it and the folks who have been there to maintain it. And Boise State certainly